Welcome to the Mesa, the Incirrina, and the Delta between them. I'm your GM, Blaze Masterson. With us today, we have Oddward Frenry.
I will be Quincy J. Firestone, a human rogue, stagey magician type dude.
Zoe? Oh,
Zoe.
no.
Technical trouble.
There we go. Sorry, I was eating cashew nuts. I'm sorry. I have a mute button for that as well. So yeah, I'm going to be playing the role of Yami, an enigmatic druid who is fairly tempestuous and also mercurial.
That's a lot of three-syllable words there. Universal?
I do love them.
I'm Universal and I'm playing Delta Badhand, the sad and slippery half-orc barbarian.
That is true. We have a running gag that Delta Badhand is shirtless and also slicked down with oil at all times.
Ooh,
Yeah, just a
nice.
glistening half-orc bod.
It helps repel the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's oleophobic, yeah. Odd, you didn't have to correct me on that. You didn't. With us also today is Big Bad Wolf debuting. Tell us about your character, my man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm debuting Captain Bigby Mustgrave. He is an idiot, former captain of the guys to the south, Thanatos military. And he's washed up has-been who also has made an interesting pact with the devil.
Cool.
We'll learn more about that later. I will introduce you in just a moment, Bigby. So just stay on the line, if you will.
Sure.
Odd, can you give us a recap of what happened during this last session, please?
Okay, the last session started on Tuesday at about 11 a.m. The gang had just returned to the church that they had bought to hole up in and work out of. And they were attacked by rust monsters that were after their swords and, I don't know, probably kitchen utensils and things like that. And they fought the rust monsters for a bit and fended them off, and then suddenly there was a super rust monster who was after whatever you want's gold, and he didn't like that and caused an enormous force explosion that took out a good, I don't know, fifth of the church, as well as catching Paul the Butler from Lucky Number Three's estate in the blast. And instead of being no more, he emerged very, very shiny and good-looking and calling himself Lucky. And then Squawkins went and followed him, and we saw him reunite with a woman and go to a shed where he presumably lives. And that's lucky number something now.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. And then the gang at about 1 p.m. went over to Clyde's birthday party. And as they arrived, they all of the ones who had not yet discovered that Marge was undead of a sort happened to see her veil slip, and she explained the pact she had made in order to raise Clyde and Ellie and survive for that time. Then we all went outside and had some fun. There was a masterful frog race that was rigged in about 3 different ways by different folks, and attempted to be rigged in a 4th way, but the frog didn't go for that. And Clyde wound up winning the bet on the frog race. He was super happy. We went inside, had some cake, had a cake there with candles that were all sorts of pretty colors because we got some magic people. And Clyde blew out his candles, and Marge died. Marge fell down dead because Clyde had been raised to adulthood. And as we tried to resuscitate her, or at least see if such a thing could be done, suddenly she sat bolt upright, her eyes turned red, and she stared directly at Corbeer, aka Firestone. And-
Dreadful situation, isn't it? We
Uh,
did just lose Universal.
Yeah,
sadly.
Oh,
this session is going great, by the way.
Yeah, the technical aspects of this really just couldn't be improved upon.
You know, I didn't even mention this earlier, but I bounced out earlier to just change my mic settings because I realized that I had some preamp on my microphone from. So yeah, I was like, better change that 1 second.
Okay, so let's. Universal's just resetting everything. It looks like he might be indeed restarting everything. So go ahead and take out your tokens and place them on the map here. You'll notice that this episode is called "For What Shall It Profit a Man," and you can figure out the rest of that quote yourself.
So
as
what
an exercise for the reader.
is this map representing the interior of the house?
Yes.
Okay, so there's
Everybody
the
is
door.
inside the house. Yep.
Okay. I used my mouse to gesture, but then realized that without pinging, you would not see that.
That is true. You are definitely inside the house, Corby.
Okay.
When this
Chips
thing
said
pops
run,
off-
and I ran.
yeah,
Do you want
we
me
just
to get my token out?
not yet. You're going to be introduced here in just a moment.
Excellent.
Let's see. So we still need Universal. Oh God, without Universal, this is just not enough people at all.
Yeah.
Let's give him a couple minutes. In the meantime, let's shoot the shit,
Yeah.
dude. I've been playing so much Pubbington. It's
Uh,
insane.
I keep I'm like an echo right now. Oh, hello. But yeah, I'm an echo right now in terms of like I really wish I could play Puffington, but I am broke as a bad joke. So yeah.
Hello.
Hey, babe. Welcome
Sorry
back.
about this.
No worries at all. Everybody's got their own tech issues today, it seems. Go ahead and lay down your token inside of this building. See if you play.
Okay. I seem to have to do that twice, but go.
It's a tough one.
So, what did I miss?
Just the recap. That is
Okay.
all. You have already seen or you listened to the episode or whatever. So
Yep.
We're good to go. So the deal is right now that Marge has sat bolt upright with eyes blazing red, spewing venom and bile. Her children, Clyde and Ellie, are pretty weirded out by this. She kind of passed out in the middle of nothing, and then her kids were shaking her, and as if in answer to a prayer, she arose again, but not really the mom that they were familiar with. So right now they're like, Mom, you okay?
This is a metaphorical venom and bile that she is spewing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
That would be a great extra superpower, though. I like that. Next time.
Delta, I'm gonna stride forward and like place my hands on their shoulders and pull them away.
Okay.
Clyde,
Clyde.
let's see if I go right there.
All right. Clyde is resisting heavily. Ellie is a little bit more easily led, I think. What are you going to say to them? Like, if you're pulling them away from their mom who just had a catastrophic accident?
Yeah. Something is not right here. You'd best let us handle this.
Clyde
Sorry.
tries slapping your hand away, and it is at this point that into the door walks Robinson Red.
Ooh.
Corby, what the hell have you done?
We can explain everything.
Robinson Red is the sheriff of the town, just for Wolf there. And he actually was speaking with you, Bigby Musgrave, about the possibility of employment here. He said the crime rate has been skyrocketing lately, and I wonder why.
has ouch, that's hurts. We didn't burn down that many things.
Only one thing.
Only one thing. Have we seen Robinson Red before?
You have. He passed by through to Marge's place right when you
Oh yes,
right
yeah.
when you guys arrived into Red Mesa, and she took you in like the motherly, caring figure she
Oh
was.
god, yeah, and we basically gave some crazy BS story about how we were lost and stuff, or something
Yeah.
like that, and I was the guide or something.
That was
all
to
right.
Lucky, number 2.
It is
We
also worth knowing that
we didn't actually talk to Red, really.
Yeah, you guys kind of avoided Red because
We did see
Sheriff
him
and-
outside Ron Almont's church that one night.
Yes, we smoke bombed
Okay.
our way out of that situation, didn't we?
So yeah, we have a general idea of what it is.
Right, and when he walks into the door, I do want you to think of that GIF of Troy Baker in Community walking in with pizzas and the apartment is all on fire. It's pretty much that. He's coming in with a smile on his face. He's got presents in his hand, and right behind him is Captain Bigby Musgrave. So, Wolf, if you want to place your token on the outside of the door.
In this manner, I'm a fairly one-dimensional character, and I am going to disappear both literally and figuratively. I cast invisibility on myself.
That is not invisibility.
That is not invisibility. That is gust of wind. 1 second.
Close, almost there.
I can cast invisibility.
Yeah, cool. All right, so
I'm gone.
The situation now is that we all need to roll for initiative to figure out the sequence of events.
All right, yeah. 1 second. Just need to pop out
To click on the thing.
character
then-
sheet.
Nice.
It
Good
has
strong 6.
It's been, what, like 2 months since I've gotten higher than an 8 on initiative?
Not too bad.
I've kind of
Alright.
just been taking it that I was at the party, but was just being quiet.
Yes.
So I'm appraised of the situation.
I'm
Big old
taking
12.
it that I am freaked the fuck out. And so I am on my toes.
Okay. I had to clear the initiative of
Fair
everything,
enough.
so I'm adding everybody back in.
Apart from me, because I'm fine.
She
Although
doesn't have
that-
some sort of demonic true sight or something.
I hope not. like I played it out fairly method. I thought, what am I going to say to the sheriff of the town as I walked in the door? And I sat here for a good minute or so, being like, what do I say? And I thought, at this point, I think I turn invisible because that's the power I have.
You could turn into a rat.
I could turn into a rat, but like I turn in from an extant thing into a smaller extant thing, and also like at the very start of this adventure, I was very careful that I don't turn into a rat in an area that rats get exterminated often. So like the sheriff could walk in and be like, "Ooh, a fucking rat," and then he'd like smite me, and I'd be like, "There'll be a human again." I'd be like, "Wow, this is awkward."
That does seem pretty awkward. I do have to admit that.
Yeah.
All right, so it is Corbier. You are up first. You are aware that this situation is not great, but you also see that the exit is blocked by Robinson Red, who
Okay,
is
do you see that?
simply enormous. Yeah, Robinson Red is as big as Delta, maybe even a touch bigger.
Wow. Some sort of contest, I think.
I don't think it's a contest. I think it's just he's a big boy. Baby, what are you doing?
Well, so it just so happens that I do not see Yami in here. So
Oh fuck! This acrimonious relationship.
I'm gonna just
Motherfucking Corby.
you know, this is the second time this revenant has showed up after me. And I'm just going to try to see what it's gonna do.
All right, fair enough. You get an idea that this thing is going to. You fought it before. You get an idea that this thing is going to fucking bum rush you. That's kind of the way that the person possessing Marge likes to do things. So you're gonna have advantage on your first defense roll, which is very lucky for you. Let's hit me with what you're trying to do here, Yami. You are now invisible. You are in a house where shit is about to pop the fuck off. It is blocked by the way is blocked by the sheriff.
Well, I've thought this through, and as a sort of kind of pre-action, where's Ellie and Clyde? Are they like near Universal?
I would
Correct.
imagine
Yeah, I was
I'm
assuming
holding
that.
them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
Ellie and Clyde
north
are
and south of me.
Yes, or Delta is holding Ellie in one hand and Clyde in the other. Clyde is about to like start biting the hand to get.
Okay. And
I can say that, I mean, throughout all this, I will be moving to, like, throw them at the door. Like,
yeah,
just
and
very
like,
violently if necessary.
well, yeah, like is Robinson? Is the doorway so small that Robinson Red that basically could a child fit through the legs of Robinson Red fairly easily if they were?
If I bowl for a strike.
If you bowl well, yes, I'll allow you to toss them out. But Robinson
okay.
Red is about 6'6", and doors are 6'8". So yeah, he kind of takes on this whole fucking doorway.
I have
That's not even mentioning Bigby, who like how big is Bigby?
He's medium sized. He's not the hugest of men.
Medium B.
He's a medium. Yeah. Now I was going to try and impersonate Marge, but I'm actually just going to tell. I'm going to tell Ellie, Clyde, get out of here. It's not safe. It's really, really, incredibly not safe. Your mum, she's not okay. And with that being said, how do I like? I've never readied an action before. Is that a thing that I can do?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Sure. I don't know if there. I think there is a formal mechanism for it, and the deal is that it changes your initiative order, so you end up like when the triggering action occurs, that's when your new initiative is.
Okay, all right then. Yeah, see, I asked if I could delay my, basically delay my turn, and then I didn't think what I was gonna do. Super smart. Actually, you know what? Cancel delaying my turn. I am. Sorry, I'm just looking for.
I have a question.
It's totally cool. It takes time because like druids have the most spells ever. So like just looking through your list is like hard to do.
Okay.
Yeah, while you look through that list, I have a question for Blaze about what happened at the end of last session, which was that whatever you want succeeded on a check to learn about the Revenant. Is that information that only he has, or would the other people in the party know that now?
Everybody in the party, like just to make it simpler, because he probably didn't have a chance to like communicate it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say everybody in the party has access to that page in the monster manual. Okay. So now your characters know exactly the deal with the Revenant. Like he got a 30 somewhat on the roll. And so everybody knows precisely what the deal is with the Revenant. You know that it regenerates every turn. The way to stop that involves fire or radiant damage. You know that it has only a year to enact its vengeance. You also know that the event at which this person died, when you gave them the dodgy potion as part of your snake oil salesman act, that was actually 51 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So we just got to wait this guy out.
Or
well,
or it can enter a nearby corpse
Yes.
within 24 hours. So if we could get it away from corpses, then that would also work.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'm being useless. All right, yeah, no, I'm gonna ready an action, and it's a spell, so I'll. Yeah, I'll delay my turn until Marge goes, and then I will cast a spell. That's what I'll do. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
perfect.
Cool.
Marge's turn is right after yours. In fact, on the same initiative, so we don't even have to mess with your initiative, which is great.
Yeah.
So Marge stands up immediately, and she does this fun little revenant trick. This just one of the
She
kind of a
spews
real-
venom and bile.
she spews venom and bile at you. It's very metaphorical. She is doing a vengeful glare, and as she speaks, you can hear Marge's beautiful, timid voice. You can hear it going raggedy because the entity inside of her doesn't care about her vocal cords or hurting her. And he says, "I will have you, Corbeer. I will come back tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow until you die." And you need to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage
Yep.
because of your looking for tells.
Yes. It's useful.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, this is great.
Oh, it's not useful.
As a free action, I'm going to speak to Ellie and Clyde. Say, does that sound like your mother? Does that sound like something your mother would say? She's clearly not well. You need to leave. But also, I'm a voice on the wind, so it's probably a bit freaky.
Yeah, that's true. They're hearing, like, at this point, they're seeing their mom with like glowing red eyes, a glistening half-orc barbarian just picked them up easily in each in one hand, and an invisible voice is telling them that's not their mom, and these kids are freaking the fuck out. Ellie is crying, and Clyde is squirming in Delta's grasp violently.
See, if Davin was here, or at least if Ver was here, I feel that they would take the, take the paternalistic approach and just get this done. All right, so after that she's done that, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself with the effect of.
Now, while I do believe the condition of invisibility ends if you cast a spell or
I
do an
do,
attack.
yeah. I do. It does, yeah. I was basically waiting for, basically waiting to see what the hell Marge would do, and then I wanted to take my action because, yeah, I basically didn't want to smite Marge, before she clearly looked a bit unwell. Sorry, I'm clearly not doing very well today.
It takes time. Druids, again, like, you just have so many things. So you want to enhance your own ability. Which ability do you want to enhance?
I will enhance my own ability with well, sorry, could I move now?
Yes.
All right, I am gonna move right up to Brokol Beer then, and I am going to give them Cat's Grace, which gives them advantage on dexterity checks, and I will cast that now.
All right. Cool.
That's my turn.
All right. You now have
Sorry for
Cat's
that.
Grace, Corbier.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't
Meow.
apologize. Things take time. Robinson Red looks in the door and sees someone appear out of thin air within 10 feet of him.
Hi.
It startles him considerably, and he drops the box that he was carrying, and you can hear something shatter. It was for
No,
Clyde.
party gifts.
Now, Clyde.
This is the second gift that
Present
has
is
shattered.
Yeah.
Poor Clyde.
And also, I'm going to put the kids on Red's turn just to simplify things a little bit. The Clyde bites you, Delta.
Okay.
Ellie. So I would that give me a.
I wouldn't drop him.
Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
That's enough. He bites you, but he doesn't really manage to dig in too well. It's almost as if your glistening, slippery skin allowed for his teeth to glance off harmlessly. Robinson Red drops everything. He says, "What the hell is going on, Marge? You okay?" And that's going to be his turn. He's blocking the door with his hulking figure and dropping a present and trying to appraise the situation, which has just gone from. And he's kind of like, what the hell? Where did this person come from? Marge, are you okay? Do you need help from me?
As a free action, I'd like to speak to Robinson Red and say, Sheriff, I don't know who you are, but Marge is not okay. That's what I would say.
That seems fair. I agree with that. With that, Bigby, you know that you know that this is a friend. You know there's a birthday party going on here, and that's the reason why Robinson Red is coming. You know that Robinson Red was talking with you about hiring you in for the Red Mesa force, but you kind of got the impression that he's sort of, as he was asking you about your military career, that he's kind of souring on the prospect of hiring you. Like it's not. Sure,
that makes sense. And
he
so
gets the idea that you're an idiot. Yeah, as you said.
So I'm gonna, on him dropping the birthday present, I'm gonna like quickly bend over, and I've got this large box contraption on my back, and I kind of like just in a buffoonish way plow right into him in the effort of trying to kind of help him pick up the broken birthday present and trip him.
Excellent.
I love it so much.
All right, Robinson Red ends up. You know that thing where that bully kids do, where one of them kneels down behind you and the other pushes you.
Right.
Yeah, you actually do both parts of that somehow.
Right. Yeah. Excellent.
Fantastic. All right, so Robinson Red is now prone. Delta, looks like you've got kind of a clear doorway to chuck some kids through.
Okay, well, I'll probably just let Ellie go because I think she's, wise enough to keep her head in this circumstance. Not just let her go, but, sort of shove her towards the door, and I will basically fling Clyde hard.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll to see how well you can fling a child.
You could use the sheriff as a landing mat.
That is true.
Yeah. Aim for the belly. Okay. Athletics. Okay, here we go. 21.
Perfect.
Okay.
Robinson Red is having a weird day because he just got surprised by somebody appearing out of thin air, dropped the present that he had been scrimping and saving for, then got knocked over by his idiot non-hire, then gets pelted with a child. So, you throw Clyde directly onto him, and Clyde kind of.
As I throw Clyde, I shout, "That is not your mother."
Oh wow! Okay.
And I take it that's my attack action.
Yes,
spend, but I will move. Sort of.
Okay.
Into Marge to try and control her.
You attacked Robinson Red with a child.
Yes. Successful.
Very successful. Yeah, very successfully, I might add. Yeah, you did the fastball special, but it was non-consensual. All right, Firestone, it's you. You are paralyzed. You're paralyzed for this turn, man.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, sorry, dude. That was the vengeful glare that...
Yeah, you never told me what the result of that was.
I'm so sorry about that. The deal is that you are paralyzed until the Revenant deals damage to you or until the end of the Revenant's next turn. When the paralysis ends, you are frightened of the Revenant for 1 minute. So you're not going to be able to necessarily fight it.
I don't want to fight it. I want to do something else, but I need to do it this turn. It's okay.
I'm going to be like, don't worry, she's never going to hurt you again.
Oh Jesus, that's fucking awful. All right, Yami, you're up.
All right then. Oh God. You know what? I don't want to like summon a load of wind because that might like, like it might make it very difficult for people to set her on fire. The Revenant on fire. Terry the Revenant. So I'm gonna cast. From Conjure Animals because that's always fun. And I'm gonna choose. 1 second. I'm actually gonna choose. I'm gonna make this easy for Blaze, and not summon 8 beasts of a challenge rating of a quarter. And I'm gonna do 1 gnarly beast of a challenge rating of 2. Give me a nice random on that sheet. Let's see what I get.
What is do we have that sheet available?
Give me a sec. I'll pull it up. Monsters by challenge rating. There's one on Roll20.
Oh,
Which
cool.
is really convenient.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how I can put that into this game.
I guess you'd just make a sheet that you'd roll off.
You can have a
essentially.
rollable table.
Yeah. I mean the compendium, like the 5e compendium. That,
Yeah, it's annoying because it's monsters by challenge rating, so you just go. I've got to be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that a centaur does not count as a beast.
Yeah, I think you probably wind up with like a rhino.
Nice. Yeah, that works for me.
All right, so look up the stats and you can figure out what this rhino is going to do.
I will do. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that business.
Great.
I'll paste the rhino stats into Mesa.
Right.
Yeah, that's my turn. I ain't
Fantastic.
moving. Give me a good rhino token.
Yep. Bingo.
I'm an asshole. I just.
So that's like, how big in this house?
Yeah,
that's
pretty
a good
big.
Point. It should be a little bit larger, shouldn't it?
It should be a large
4 squares.
It's a little babby rhino.
A babby.
All right, so Ellie is standing right next to the rhinoceros and she is like just bawling her eyes out. Like she can't handle this turn of events. Like this is within the last 6 seconds, everything impossible has happened, basically. Marge, yeah, she's going to try to run past the rhinoceros and Delta and then get to Corbier. If you want to take an opportunity attack, you can. The rhino can too.
Yeah, rhino would love to. What governs that?
They should have their own attack stat. It should be like.
Would I have my sword with me?
Yeah, you guys did come with your weapons
That's right.
to a children's birthday party.
Fear did.
Okay,
Come with the extra weapons.
Sorry, I just roll damage, right? Sorry, not roll damage. I just roll an attack. There's no like special mechanic.
Yeah,
right. I don't.
Yes.
I don't do melee attacks very often.
Yeah, that's precisely it.
Bit out of practice. All right, so it's a d20. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to do a d20 plus.
It's a d20
7.
and probably
So
plus. Yeah,
15.
there you go.
Wow, really bad.
Let me see if 15 is enough. Yes, it is. They both hit.
All right.
Roll damage.
I will roll damage.
2d8 plus 5.
Yeah, you got me. I keep on screwing up basic rolls. Well, I'm just going to roll 2d8. So I roll 1 8 and a 6 plus 5.
All right, 14, 5, 19. Cool. It's a beast mode attack right there, man.
Yeah, you got.
Solid hit.
Yeah, a lovely lady just got gored. You know.
Uh-huh. All right, we are now going to have her action. She deals with these blows. The rhino actually like impales her shoulder, and Delta, you managed to kind of catch her leg a little with your swing as she like swiftly approaches Corbier, furious, just fucking furious. She's going to attack you with advantage because you're paralyzed, and of course she has the old multi attack. And she hits you with both attacks. Whoa, I don't know why I did that. Oh, goody, gumdrops. 25 damage, my man.
All right.
You can use Uncanny Dodge on one of them.
I can. Oh, on the because I'm unparalyzed after the first one.
Yeah, I think yes. Yes.
All right. So 20 damage.
Okay.
Boy.
There we go. Yeah, how's your? Yeah, that's a pretty rude one right there.
That was slightly over half.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the Sam thing and just hold up the sign and say, "Does anyone need healing?"
All right, Marge has now furiously attacked you. She's trying to knock you over. That's her plan, but she didn't quite get to it that time. Robinson Red looks up, sees a fucking rhinoceros in this tiny house, and asks if he's losing his goddamn mind. He stands up with Clyde and he says, "Clyde, you need to go. Whatever's going on here, we need to move it." And Clyde actually takes off running. He's terrified and he's angry, and he doesn't know what to do. And so Red stands up and he comes in and he says, "What the hell are you doing to Marge?"
So, Sheriff, she's a I don't know how to say this, but she's a revenant.
That's how you say it.
Yeah, that's the.
Look at her eyes, man.
I don't know much about Marge, but what I do know is that she made a deal with someone, and was undead, and she's undead again, and she hates this guy over here.
What?
I
Oh
still
my god! Oh!
The tension between your characters is
That thing that I wanted to do last turn but was paralyzed, now I can't do it.
Okay. I'll just nod. You can't see me do that. But yeah. This guy here. Yeah. This undead being clearly hates the fucking guts out of my pal here. Oh, pal. Associate. So that's what's going on.
I could hear the quote marks around that.
Person that I have met.
And also, this is my rhino. He's called Larry.
He says, "All right, nobody move until I get this sorted out. I'm about to hurt somebody." Marge, Marge, you need to talk to me.
Man. Pathetic.
Holy shit. He tries to push aside. He pushes you aside. I'm just gonna assume that he manages to push you aside.
Yeah, I'm a 6-year-old person. It's probably pretty capable.
Yeah,
but I do hate him for it. So fuck you. I'm like fucking gore this man, asshole.
He's just trying to maintain order, man. He pushes past you and he says, "Marge, tell me, why is there a rhinoceros in the house? And B, what's going on with your eyes?" And she's just like screaming at the top of her lungs, and he's like trying to, he grabs her arms in an attempt to wake up or whatever. Like he gives her a shake, and nothing happens. Obviously, you can't shake the revenant out of somebody.
I told you, Sheriff. I told you. I'm no specialist in undead, but she's clearly dead and alive at the same time. she's not going to pay much attention to you. She hates the guts out of Corbier here, and wants him dead. So yeah, that's my spiel.
There we go. All right, so Bigby, you tripped the sheriff up, but he got knocked down and then he got back up again, and you're never going to keep him down. Chumpawamba, tub thumping, circa 1997.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm gonna come, still attempt to be helpful, and so once I see that he's like shaking her, I come running up and say, "She's got the hysteria, sir. We've got to restrain her," and I go ahead and try to grapple her.
All right, great. Give me your athletics throw. All right. And then the deal is that it is resisted by athletics or acrobatics.
Or yep, either.
Okay. All right. 1 second. There we go. You successfully grapple her. You have her wrapped up, and she's trying to squirm.
I'm gonna say, "Ma'am, pull it together. Come on. Devil's got hold of you."
Oh, how true.
And then I slap her.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh wow!
You gotta like a old school Gone with the Wind style
Yeah.
gentlemanly slap.
Right, of course.
Because that makes it better.
Yeah.
I know my rhino like impaled her, on like a mystical horn made out of magic. But like clapping, oh god!
Uncalled for.
Even the rhino was shocked.
The rhino is gobsmacked. It's like, what?
How can she?
when you slap her, Robinson goes, "You son of a bitch! You quit being a dumbass."
I'm sorry, sir.
I like the Goofy voice. You lifted
That's
that
great.
cold from Goofy. I love it. All right, Delta. It is your turn.
Is she restrained?
She is restrained presently by this by this new character you've just met.
Right. Basically, what I want to do is to get her in some sort of hole, and I was thinking of doing a suplex on her.
Okay, there is a hole like right outside of her house. So just for Wolf's information, you guys are on a butte or a butt, whichever you prefer. It is very hive-like, and there are tunnels, small tunnels that have gone all throughout the entire place. It's a very Swiss cheese sort of situation. So let me put a hold down for you. If you can get her over there, you can suplex
Oh no,
her.
sorry, a hold.
Oh, a
HOLD.
hold. Okay.
I was wondering what you're doing. Yeah, if I could grab her from behind and basically bring her over my head and just land on top of her, keep her on the floor.
Okay. I mean, that's basically just a double grapple situation. If you want to, you can suplex both of them.
Oh, do it, you big slippery man. Orc, half orc.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so what's that going to be? Is that a unarmed attack?
That's going to be an athletics throw, I think, and then I'll let you do like a d6 damage for the suplex. But basically, what you're doing is you're grappling her as well.
Yeah. Okay, so
And I'm allowing for damage because I like suplexes do damage, and she's already grappled. So
yeah. It's not
the
so much
deal
of a
with this-
suplex; it's just a grab and throw. I'm not
I'll take it.
WWFing at the minute, even though
man.
I'm appropriately slippery.
Yeah. All right. So absolutely. Give me a d6.
Okay. 4.
4 points of damage.
I should really rage, but Delta's trying to be tactical here.
Delta's a sweetheart. Corbier, you are unparalyzed now.
Yeah, unparalyzed.
And the idea is that it takes her away from Corbier.
And if he's frightened, he has to run
So-
away.
No, I
Could I move?
can't advance willingly.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and I cannot willingly advance towards the creature. Move closer to it.
Big B, you take 4 points of damage as well. You are also moved in this suplex maneuver.
What the heck?
All right, Corbier.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what's your
swimmingly.
plan?
It's not. There's no more plan. I'm frightened. I cower.
All right. Oh, that's really good, dude. That's a good move. All right, Yami. Corbier
right.
has just cowered in front of you, just the way you've always wanted.
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, as you know, got a mercurial relationship. Like, he helped me out last episode. Like, I did a sweet like kickflip off him. But what I am going to do is I'm going to say, Larry, come, and then I'm going to move my rhino in a little bit to the left, i.e., 5 meters left, and I'm going to climb on top of this Fey rhino.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I will do that.
So you want to be here?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm. Yep.
Oh yeah, you're yeah. I think I can bring you forward. No, I can't. Oh yes.
It's all right. I'll endeavor not to lose myself.
No, it's cool. It's
Also.
cool. We got
All
it.
right. And one sec. I want to make sure that I'm not like my. I do want to cure my buddy, my best friend, and I am gonna cast Cure Wounds on Quincy J. Firestone.
All right, Quincy, you got 4 HP
Did-
back.
I guess you did that before jumping on the rhino.
Yeah, it is range of touch, but yeah, we'll.
Oh
we'll set up.
shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you just you reach past Robinson Red, who is like screeching at Delta for having suplexed everybody. Like this is not. He's like, everyone, calm down now. And then you reach past him, and then you jump up onto a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
It is
This
now
mechanic
Marge's
dog.
turn. She's going to try to escape this grapple.
Double grapple.
Double grapple.
Grapple.
I'm trying to, embrace my character trait of being utterly serene in face of disaster,
Mhm.
And I feel like mounting a rhino and,
All right. She breaks out.
She
Excellent.
breaks out of mine. She doesn't break out of Delta Bad Hands. He got a 25.
You can't technically double grapple, so like I'm not counting that one.
How about it has to be like an opposed rule?
Yeah, you can make another roll right now if you want to see if you can. I'll take that.
What sort of rule is it? Just
Athletics?
athletics. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I tried.
Yep.
Oh,
She she like scrambles over you, takes an attack of opportunity from the rhino, from Delta, and from Big B, as she like literally climbs over you. So everybody, give me these opportunity attacks. S'il vous plaît.
yeah.
Right. I'll do
Yeah,
If you
sorry,
if
I
you
was-
wish to employ them, you don't have to. You can actually listen to Robinson Red if you
No,
want.
the rhino critically missed. I climbed onto its back and it
Oh
was
yeah, I
like,
won't hit her then. I'll listen.
no!
I'm not messing around anymore.
I'm gonna listen to Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
you-
The rhinoceros in its critical fail. Rhinoceros they're not good for riding. I don't know if you knew that. They're actually like quite bad for it. So I'm going to say that as it lowers its head and tries to gore the passing Marge / Revenant, you fall off. You fall down onto the horn, and then like fall off to the side. It doesn't injure you, but you are now prone. And
So
you are
embarrassing.
here. Yeah, whoopsie doodle. Delta, you slice her tragically. She is looking just still hale and hearty, guys. She is not having any kind of problem. And she is going to attack you, Mr. Corbier. You do have resistance to the damage.
And you're going to need it.
Oh, I'm liking that. Let's see here. $21 damage for the critical and 13 for the non-critical.
All right. So does that mean does the 21 get affected?
21, you can do an uncanny dodge, but no, the 21 is I rolled the extra critical hit dice in there.
Okay,
So
I see. So you added that, or okay, I see that.
Yep. I do the math for you, baby. That's what I like doing.
So, oh God, round down
How low are
means
you?
that's 10
Yes.
after an uncanny dodge, and then resistance is another half, or
Yes.
so that's 5, and then that's 6
7
is 11.
6. Yeah. Yep.
That's
That is
boring.
a very good. Yeah, I'm glad you cowered, my dude. That really would have just eaten your fucking lunch. And so now Robinson sees that Marge is honestly flipping out, and he's like, "Marge, you got to stop this. What are you doing?" And he tries to shove her to the ground. He successfully as hell shoves her to the ground. I love getting good rolls as a GM, guys. I love it. He shoves her as hell. She is now prone and on the ground over here. And he says, "Marge, you gotta stop this. What the hell has gotten into you? What's wrong with your eyes?" And she's just screaming in otherworldly fury at Corbier. He gets
I
no
say
response.
through gritted teeth, "That's not Marge."
He's having a hard time with this because he's known Marge for years. He's been coming to her house basically every day to buy breakfast from her. That's her occupation. Is she like runs a little breakfast spot out of her house, and that's kind of all she can do.
It took like all of us no more than like 3 days to find out that she was not alive.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Well,
not
she's
very
usually very
observant.
good with the veil. Yeah, she's usually very good with the veil. Around you guys, she just kind of. She also feels a firm love for you.
Felt.
Yeah, that is a good point. All right, my man, you've received your marching orders from Robinson Red, but you can do whatever it is you please. So tell me what you're doing, Bigby.
Well, I'm gonna first use a bonus action to shout over to Corbier and say, "Come on, man, rally, and get up on your feet. Don't cower and whimper like a little girl." And with that, I give him 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna move over to the lady, and I'm gonna. Did she get knocked prone?
Yes.
Okay, so if she's prone, I'm gonna go ahead and start to try to pin her to keep her held in place and restrain her from doing any further damage.
All right. Give me your athletics roll. 18. Let's see how she does. All right, you've got her pinned, and she's it's very much like an exorcist situation. Like she is
Right.
flipping out as hard as possible.
I'm gonna say, somebody tie her up. Come on, get some rope.
She starts like biting at you. Delta, what's popping?
Well, if this is an exorcism, I say the power of greatsword compels you.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
so
dear.
I am going to rage and frenzy at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I am making a total of 3 attacks with the greatsword, and I have an advantage on her because she's prone
And restrained.
and restrained. But well, hey, let's not get greedy. Possibly. Okay, here's the first one. That's with advantage 23.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, another 23.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is, well, I
Okay.
don't know if that's a hit or not, but hey.
Hang on. I'm having the game do some math for me.
All right.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah,
So-
that is enough. Yeah, she's not actually looking that good anymore. Like
Right.
you successfully slice around
Right.
Bigby.
If all 3 of those hit, there's an extra 6 damage on that.
Nice.
It didn't take in the rage bonus damage.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's in pretty shitty condition. You guys right now you guys have taken out 69 of her hit points. Nice. Nice.
And they will all
Corvair.
come rushing back.
They are they yes.
With my weak existence.
Damn.
this is emo band cover title.
Now you do have disadvantage from the frightened condition,
Oh,
right?
yep. I should have. I have it set to
prompt.
to prompt, and I was talking while I did that, so I didn't prompt. It's +6. Okay.
Hey, not bad. All right, so you don't get the crit, but you do get this damage, this 9 damage, and then you do have sneak attack. You've got some allies within 5 feet.
Oh Christ. What's that?
More work! Ah!
Oh no, I'm more effective in combat. I hate it. It should be like 3d6 for your level
Right,
or
it
something.
is. That was it. I recall. We discussed that last.
All right. That's 20 damage.
Uh,
Okay, you reach down and you just smack the dog shit out of her. Oh, you shouldn't have had disadvantage on that. It should have been just a regular roll because you should have advantage because she's prone, disadvantage because you're frightened, but anything like that, it's all supposed to cancel. So you actually do get crit. Give me another 3d6 roll, please. Isn't that nice? Look at your kind and loving GM. All right. She is in awful shape. You guys have just beaten her. Ellie, by the way, has retreated to this corner of the room, and she is crying her eyes out, asking you guys to please stop hurting mommy.
Oh,
Good grief, this is horrible. I should have thrown her out.
Yeah, Clyde is just fucking gone. He's out. Corbier, I assume you didn't want to take a move action or a cunning action?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yami, you got a rhinoceros right here that you just slipped off of.
yeah, it was super embarrassing. I'm gonna get up, and that takes half my move action, right?
Yes, that is correct. It takes half of your move speed, so it takes you can now only move 15 feet.
Okay. I'm not really close enough. Ooh, unless I like stand on Robinson Red's shoulders and.
You can't end your turn in the same space as somebody else.
Yes. You know what? For unperturbed by trying to, mount a rhinoceros, I am going to try and I'm going to say to the rhinoceros, I'm actually going to tell the rhinoceros to sit. And I'm going to try and use the rhinoceros as like a pole vault. and I'm going to like
Yes.
try and backflip over it and land in
Yes.
in the
This
space. One up and left. Yeah, that one. I'm so bad at pinging. I can never get it do it reliably. So I'll roll acrobatics, I guess.
Yeah. If you get really high, I will give you an extra like 5 feet of movement. Sure.
I don't need the extra 5 feet of movement. I just want to be close to Quincy J. First name, which is not a sentence I or Yami has ever said before.
That's true. Well, I mean, the thing is, you would need it
Oh,
to
shit,
land at that
yeah.
square. So
Yeah,
if you
okay.
you did not get high enough.
So where the hell do I end up? Do I just? I guess like I fall off the rhino in the other direction.
Yeah, I think actually that you wind up in this square.
All right.
And that's like you managed to successfully jump on him, but then on the way off, you kind of have to swing your arms a little bit to try and regain your balance, and you bump into Robinson Red.
Whoops.
He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You're all a bunch of fucking
Ta-da.
maniacs. Perfect, lady.
And yeah. All right. That's my action.
Okay. I approve wholeheartedly. Marge is going to try to get out of this grapple. What was your grapple check? Bagby?
It was 18.
Okay, let's see how she do. How that thing do? All right. Nope, she's
failed. She's restrained on the
she
ground.
failed. That's right, and she spits at you, Corbeer.
Wow. So rude.
Yeah, isn't it? She spits and she misses. And that is her whole turn taken up. She's resisting as hard as she can and yelling, and it maintains like this high, like this is a fucking chaotic scene. And she is like at this point, like her voice is starting to go out, and it's becoming less and less human sounding. Robinson Red pushes you back over, Yami. He pushed, like you bumped into him, and he pushes back. He says, "Damn it, woman! What the hell's wrong with you?" And then he goes to Marge, and he says, and he knocks on her head. "You in there, Marge? What the hell? Damn it, woman!" And he says, "Who started this shit?" And he looks over at Corbeer. What the hell did you do, son?
I'm gonna whisper under my breath that he's a pathetic little man. This is I'm regarding the sheriff here because I already.
Oh, Corbeer too, but
No. Corbeer, I've got some kind of begrudging respect for, but I hate the way that Corbeer is always getting into trouble, and I've never got the group into trouble. My plans are always sound.
That's true. And he's looking at you, Corbeer. What did you do to this lady? What did you do to Marge?
Weren't her.
Man, a few words, I see. Bigby, you're up.
I'm going to say, will somebody please get a rope? This crazy lady's trying to eat me.
So fucking good.
The goofy voice is so perfect, but it just can't, it just can't not track on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is in fact trying to bite at you and scratch at you.
Is anybody else aware of this crazy lady? Please. A rope, anything. A leash.
You bumbling oaf, do you not have a rope with you? Oh, I already don't like you, and I don't even know who you are. Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was my job to carry ropes about to tie up crazy ladies.
I'll give you rope in a second. My friend over here has been attacked by a crazy revenant, and you're like, oh, I need rope. Oh.
Well, what do you exactly suggest I do with her? Sit on her till dinner?
That was real good.
slowly-
That's like a perfect Southernism.
I slowly pull out my rope and throw it at him.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it and start trussing her up.
All right, you're gonna have to give me another grapple check.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, stranger, like, you're supposed to be the new hired law around here. and
No, Robinson Red's like, no, he's not.
I can.
Yeah, Sam, I'm not
Mr. Sheriff, I
I
can.
can do knots.
Mr. Sheriff, I can see why. I can see why you don't want this man in your employ. He's. That's me.
All right, so you're trying to tie her up, and it's during that she manages to escape your grasp, and she's just sort of pushes you off of her. She's still prone, but she's managed to become ungrappled during this difficult. Trying to hogtie a person is difficult. Trying to hogtie a revenant with unnatural strength is even more difficult.
and by a person who doesn't understand knots.
Yes,
you know.
that too. So
Just uses granny knots, all the way.
right. So the Bigby, you are like shocked at how strong this woman is.
Oh my goodness, that's shocking.
All right, Delta, you're up.
Allow me to restrain her.
Oh. Whoa.
Allow me to restrain her with my great sword.
Second attack.
All right.
Third attack.
You do have advantage on the attack, so roll.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because she's prone.
I wrote another one for the first one. In fact, I'm going to roll a second. This is the second one for each of them.
Okay.
Just in case I crit. But no.
Mhm.
Right. So that's how many hits?
That is 3 hits.
Okay, so
40
that's 6
40
more
fucking
damage.
46. Jesus. You fucking obliterate her.
Turn her into a toast rack.
I mean, you just like you reach up with your sword and you bring it down all the way to the ground, and you do it again and again and again.
I am raging.
And she lay still. Marge.
Well, if I knew we were trying to kill her, that would have been a lot easier.
And
I say,
so
calming down somewhat, I say, sometimes that's the only choice you have.
tragic. Robinson is freaking out. This is his friend. Ellie is in the corner. She's not even speaking now. Just crying.
I go
Clyde's
over and
MIA.
comfort her. I pat her and say, there, sweet child. Your mommy's now in hell with the devil.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I just chopped her up, and even I'm shocked by that.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I like to imagine, Yami's just kind of chilling there, holding kind of focus and stuff, and just being like, fuck, oosh, kind of like just bleeding, in the situation of just awkwardness and kind of trauma, not really knowing kind of what to do in the aftermath of disaster.
It is definitely a disaster. Clyde is MIA. He went running off.
Is there any way for us to go and find him?
You'd have to give me like a pretty good investigation check.
Check for tracks.
There aren't really tracks.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can... I mean, it's not exactly my guy's thing, but...
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it
Robinson Red reaches down and picks up picks up Marge's body and he says, I guess I'll take care of the funeral.
She
What?
was our friend too.
Yeah, you acted like it.
Yes, I did.
Well, big guy. I can't. What are we gonna do about Ellie? She's not old enough to live on her own.
We need.
She's only 16.
If
Something thinks she is.
whatever you want was here, I assume there would be an offer to adopt.
Probably.
I mean, we could take care of them.
Okay.
With all due respect, Elsa, I don't think we're capable enough. I don't think we're in a steady situation enough.
That's true, but there are things we could do to help them.
It's better
Brother-
than nothing. But also, Ellie did just see you chop the body of their mum up, so that might not result in good family situation.
Life's hard.
All right, I get it. You've been through some shit. We all have. Like, just a sad half orc boy over here. I'm going to use this opportunity to roll an investigation and do something I've not done for a while, which is... Sorry, I'll roll an investigation without leaving this hanging. I'm going to walk out the door after the result of that investigation check, and whatever the hell it is, and I'm going to turn into a horse. So bye everyone, I guess.
All right. You're a horse.
That's
I'm a horse
certainly
now.
A way to leave.
Yeah, bye Rhino. Fuck you.
I suppose I would want to make sure that Robinson Red understands what happened.
I've already explained to him as much as I can, and he's a fucking dolt. He doesn't understand. I told him that she was, possessed by an undead necromantic demon, and as far as I'm concerned, she wasn't Marge anymore. Like, she made some sort of deal, and I ain't too perverse in necromancy, so that wasn't my thing. Ugh.
Yeah. I would ask the sheriff if he knows of an abundance of people called Lucky coming into town recently.
Oh, it's a common enough name, I suppose. Lots of people go by that.
So you haven't noticed anything strange involving that name?
Seen a lot of crime happening lately. There's somebody busted into Lucky's mansion a little while back, stole a bunch of bird statuettes.
Weird.
I'm actually angry that I left this conversation now. I have no good reason to go back in there and be like, actually, it was the Witch Gang.
You stormed out.
I think you're fine.
You can storm back in.
Not as a horse, no.
Not as a horse.
No.
I made sure to leave go through the doorway first before transforming into a horse, because that could be awkward.
Yes.
They're just gonna be like, I'm stuck in here, guys.
Excuse me, can somebody open the door, please? This...
My
I
hosts
do not
just
have
aren't gonna
available
do the trick.
thumbs.
Well, I mean, I'm in here explaining things. This conversation is at least half awkward.
Also,
Damn it.
isn't he
That
still
was-
holding the body?
Yes, he's holding the body in kind of that when Robin died, Batman held him like that.
Oh, so yeah, Marge is like super limp,
Yes.
Except
Very
also
bloody.
she's got like many holes in her,
Yeah,
Right.
she's bleeding copiously, and the blood is black. So he's kind of got the idea that something happened because blood shouldn't be black.
I feel like I've spent enough time like kind of ruminating and chilling outside that I'm actually gonna stroll back in. I transform into a horse basically to kind of chill out. So
It's the riding a motorbike in the rain scene.
yes, exactly.
Oh, so
I'm gonna dress Robinson Red directly. Look, I know you're cut up about Marge.
I know
We
Marge
knew
is cut
her
up.
briefly. Oh, fuck me, God.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
By the way, Universal, you should have inspiration twice for that. Just now.
Make sure you keep count.
Fair enough.
I know that you're cut up about Marge. We knew her briefly too, like albeit briefly, but she was a friend in those times. She helped us out when we were in trouble. But like you can see her blood right now. It's not red. I actually don't have a knife to cut myself to make this kind of demonstration.
I actually turn to him with that and say, I can tell you, sir, as a man who's been touched by the devil himself, she was nothing but pure evil.
Jesus, listen, I can't hire you.
By the way, it looks like your pants are ruined.
I look sideways at Big B and say, so you're looking for employment?
Well, sir, I'm actually a simple cobbler by trade. 5 pennies and I'll fix your mortal soul better than Reverend Ron can fix your eternal one. I promise you that.
We go through a lot of shoes.
I want to address Delta here and say, Delta, like you've had some bad ideas. You know, adopting Ellie and Clyde was a pretty bad idea considering our track record.
I'm not saying we adopt them.
Taking on this oath here, this clear oath, that is the worst idea that you have ever had. I want to go back to Robinson Red.
Are you talking about me or Robinson here?
Robinson.
I'm gonna ignore both of you and direct myself.
We have to go off to the side here.
Robinson leaves with Marge's body.
All right, okay then.
He's inconsolable.
All right then. I don't really give a shit that he's inconsolable. I am hectoring him out the door that he's a complete idiot and that she's clearly there's nothing like right with that. You know, I've basically had it up to here with the sheriff. I've only just met him and I'm like, I really hate his guts. Like,
he looks back and he's like, listen, the only reason I'm not arresting you right now is because I got to take care of her. I have already drafted in 100 soldiers from Thanatos to come here and help me clean out this crime wave. So if I get convinced that you're a criminal, you aren't going to be put in jail.
Sir,
you're dead.
I can assure you, you don't want any soldiers from Thanatos. I'm a pretty representative specimen myself.
Oh, I love that. I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna interject to the sheriff and just say, try it, you little pathetic man.
Jeez.
Whoa.
1,000 soldiers have tried to arrest me from Thanatos, and you're all the same. You're all so pathetic.
And I
you couldn't catch
off.
me if you tried, and I'm gonna fucking peg it out the door because I've just spoken a big game to the sheriff, and I didn't know. Basically, a fire got up my butt, and I need to leave.
And I say it to no one in particular, and she says I have bad ideas.
Ellie looks up to you, Delta.
I go over to her.
She doesn't say anything.
I kneel down. I put my hand on her shoulder. Say, sorry.
She nods.
Can I want to explain to her what her mother did. I tell her about the deal she made. Did you know that?
She shakes her head no. She cries.
Your mother made a choice to give something for you.
She nods.
She paid that price, and you have to respect that.
She nods again.
If you want, we can help you. can help your brother.
She looks up to you again, catches your eye, like looks you in the eyes. And
I am
she
dead
holds up
sincere.
yeah, she holds up her she holds out her hand to you.
I take it.
All right, and she stands up. You now have 2 mute members of your party. And with the revelation that Red Mesa is about to turn into a police state in a matter of a day or two, you guys now have basically Tuesday afternoon off. And that's going to be the end of the session. It's a pretty quick one, but
But
just
sweet.
wanted to let you guys know that about how the world is shaping right now. So you guys have got enough.
I would also say to Bigby, well, I mean, it looks like we're going to need all the help we can get.
Did I hear your compatriot say that she's none too fond of the Thanatos folks?
Yeah, I think we're going to have some words about that.
Well, I'm not exactly on the best of terms myself. I mean, conspiratorially speaking, I am sort of still wanted for betraying my post and whatnot. So
We're going to have to speak about that as well.
God damn, you are an oaf. Jesus Christ.
So
have you all been saved by the good Reverend Ron?
Oh no.
Wouldn't say that exactly.
Well, I think he does know a thing or two about the coming demons.
Right. Well, that's something we can get into more as well. I shouldn't really be making decisions for the party because I'm not the leader by any stretch of the imagination.
Who is y'all's leader?
Yeah, what's my question right now is what's Corbier up to?
Throughout this entire conversation, I have Red clearly did not care about arresting anybody. I have walked out. I have walked back to our church. I've taken a little bit of food. I've taken the gold out of the hidey hole of my wagon and left it in 3 piles. 1 pile for whatever you want, 1 pile of deltas, and 1 pile for Clyde and Ellie. And I'm taking my donkey and my wagon out into the desert.
You're leaving?
I'm getting away from people.
You know what? Out of character, right now, that seems like a really fucking good idea, because shit is going down in Red Mesa, and I'm not even talking about Red Mesa turning into a police state. Yami's just left a police state, and like, she's fine with this.
Yeah,
you know?
Yami has just called out the police state.
I mean, I know what a revenant does. I know it's going to be after me again. I can't fight it every day. I've been saved by Delta twice now from the Revenant. I'm going to go out into the desert, far away from the range where it can regenerate. It can come track me down once more, and one of us will kill the other, and then I'll just wait there for another 24 hours if I should survive, and then it won't be able to regenerate. And I've had my cover blown in Red Mesa, so I have had my Quincy Firestone identity burned. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to operate.
Fuck.
So we don't have a chance to sort of see that you're going.
I mean,
Is that correct?
It's up to you and Blaze.
Oh, I just assume that everybody's kind of generally aware. You guys
I was
have
standing
just gone
there.
through you guys have just gone through a very difficult combat, and so everybody is paying attention to what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I was moving my token slowly away.
Yeah, I noticed. I went out.
People could have asked why. I would have spoken up.
Right. Okay. Well, I will definitely say that I wouldn't be there to see that. Maybe Yami would have the chance.
Yeah, she was prancing around with the horse.
Yeah, I went out as a horse, kind of chilled for a bit, went back in, hectored Robinson Red, then left, I oriented to the house, and I went south. So I didn't go in the same direction as Quincy K. Firestone.
Right.
And also, like, fuck that guy, you know? Like,
You guys
You
are
know-
fucking ruthless. I've got to split for lunch, I'm afraid. So
Okay.
if you
That's
guys want to
alright.
continue figuring out what it is that you're doing for Tuesday afternoon, you can. And then we're going to be back with a fresh adventure
God.
next week.
Okay.
I have literally no idea what we're going to
Yeah.
do.
I think we'll need to mull it over a little.
We
All right.
certainly
It's
will.
fun, guys. Thanks for
Great
having
session, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's great to have you, Brim. Yeah. Your character of Bigby is
I think
fucking
I've-
ace.
I think it fit right in.
Thank you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's a lovable idiot. So not even lovable. He's actually pretty much a tool. Just
Yeah, in the game and in the game. All right, guys. Take
All right,
it easy. I'm
take
going to
it
lunch
easy.
out. Later on.
Ciao.
Have a
Later.
good game.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right.